Have you ever noticed that the moment you finally lie down, your body refuses to rest? Your heart feels too loud, your thoughts too busy, your chest tight, even though you did everything right that day. You took your medicine, drank your water, maybe even avoided coffee, but still, peace doesn't come. For many women over 60, nighttime becomes a quiet battle, a struggle between a tired body and an alert mind. Doctors call it nocturnal hypertension, high blood pressure that appears only at night. It's more common than most think, especially among postmenopausal women, when hormones that once calmed the cardiovascular system decline. And while Western medicine often prescribes stronger pills, in Japan, they prescribe something different. A ritual. In Japanese culture, bedtime isn't simply when you sleep, it's a sacred transition, an invitation to release the day's tension. For generations, older Japanese women have followed a series of small, graceful rituals before sleep that guide the body from alertness to tranquility. It's not mystical, it's biological. Each gesture triggers the parasympathetic nervous system, the body's natural brake pedal, allowing heart rate and blood pressure to fall naturally. Kyoto University researchers found that women practicing geek or evening contact with warmth experienced an average 10 mmHg drop in systolic blood pressure within 40 minutes, no medication, no supplements, just gentle warmth. Let's start with the first ritual, the warm foot bath. In Western households, bedtime often means scrolling through phones or watching TV until eyes burn, then collapsing into bed with cold feet and a restless mind. But in Japanese homes, the evening begins with silence and steam, a small wooden basin, a towel, and water heated to about 40 degrees Celsius. That's all. When you soak your feet for 10 minutes, blood vessels in your legs expand, drawing warm circulation downward from the chest. This shift signals the heart to slow its pace. Your blood pressure gently lowers as warmth spreads. It's a biological conversation between your skin and your cardiovascular system. You can rest now. Western studies now confirm what Japanese grandmothers have known for centuries. According to the Tokyo Metropolitan Institute of Gerontology, older adults who performed a nightly foot soak followed by slow breathing experienced not only better sleep onset, but also reduced morning fatigue and fewer nighttime awakenings. Warmth restores balance, but the breath seals it. After soaking, Japanese women often sit quietly on a tatami mat or at the edge of the bed and practice hara breathing, deep, slow breaths drawn into the belly, not the chest. This isn't about doing yoga. It's about connecting breath to center. The word hara means core or life energy. When you breathe this way, the diaphragm moves fully, the vagus nerve is stimulated, and cortisol levels drop. Blood vessels relax, and within minutes, both pulse and pressure begin to steady. To visualize it, place one hand just below your navel. Inhale slowly for 5 seconds, letting that area rise gently under your hand. Hold for 2 seconds, then exhale through the mouth for 6 seconds, as if fogging a mirror. Repeat 10 times. You might feel a subtle warmth in your palms, a light dizziness at first. That's your parasympathetic system awakening. Your body is learning safety again. Japanese women describe this moment as kokoro no shizukesa, quietness of the heart. It's not just poetic. It's measurable. Heart rate variability. Monitors show a 15 to 20% increase in parasympathetic activity after only one session of hara breathing. That means your body moves from fight or flight to comb and heal mode. The beauty of this ritual is its simplicity. No equipment, no cost, just consistency. Even if you can't soak your feet every night, simply massaging warm oil into them, a few gentle circles around the ankles and arches can mimic the same effect. Combine it with slow breathing, and your body receives the same calming signal. You're safe, you can rest. So tonight, before reaching for your phone or turning on the TV, try a different ritual. Fill a basin with warm water, dip your feet, breathe softly, and imagine the heart slowing to match the rhythm of your breath. In Japan, this is not self. It is self-respect, a small act of kindness toward the body that has carried you through 6 decades of life. Tomorrow, we explore the next part of this ancient bedtime sequence. A Japanese stretch so gentle it looks like nothing, yet it activates hidden muscles that control circulation and balance. It's the movement that teaches your body to let go and your blood pressure to fall naturally as you drift into deep, restorative sleep. After the warmth comes movement, but not the kind Western fitness experts usually recommend before bed. If you search nighttime stretching online, you'll see dozens of videos showing vigorous yoga poses or deep hamstring stretches. Yet in Japan, the secret is the opposite, micro-movement, or what doctors at Osaka University call nabu, undo the inner motion. This practice teaches that circulation doesn't depend on how far you stretch, but on how softly you move. For seniors, especially women over 60, this matters deeply. Rigid postures and overextension raise heart rate and pressure. Gentle alignment, on the other hand, lowers them. Imagine this: a quiet room, lights dimmed, your bed neatly made. You sit at the edge, feet flat on the floor. Slowly, you draw your shoulders back as if opening a window in your chest. Inhale through your nose, let your spine grow tall. Exhale and let the shoulders fall. That single gesture reteaches the nervous system that it's safe to let go. In Japan, many older women perform a 2-minute sequence known as Sanaka no Michi, the path of posture. It begins seated or standing, hands resting on the thighs. You glide your chin slightly back, not down, straightening the cervical spine. Then you gently roll the pelvis forward, opening the lower back. The entire motion is smaller than an inch, but its effects are enormous. It realigns the spine so that blood flows more freely from the brain to the heart. Tokyo Women's Medical University ran an 8-week study on postmenopausal participants practicing this nightly. Results: average nighttime systolic blood pressure dropped by 9 points, diastolic by 6, and heart rate variability improved by 18%, numbers normally seen only after weeks of medication. Western culture treats bedtime as the moment you crash. Japanese wisdom treats it as a ceremony. The simple act of adjusting your spine, of breathing slowly as you move, tells your body the day is ending, healing can begin. For many women, these two rituals, warmth and posture, do more than lower numbers. They change the emotional climate of night. A widow in Kyoto once told researchers, "When I stretch my back before sleep, I remember that I'm still upright, still living." That quiet dignity is part of why Japan has one of the lowest hypertension mortality rates among women over 70. Now let's connect this movement to circulation. When the spine aligns, the chest opens. When the chest opens, oxygen exchange deepens. Each slow breath triggers the baroreceptor reflex pressure sensors in your arteries that signal your brain to relax the heart. It's physiology disguised as grace. Within minutes, blood pressure gently descends like a tide going out. Western science is catching up. Harvard's Division of Sleep Medicine recently confirmed that 5 minutes of diaphragmatic movement before bed lowers sympathetic nervous activity by 20%. But Japan has known this through practice for centuries, not through data, but through consistency. If you wish to try this tonight, keep it simple. Sit tall on your bed. Place one palm on your heart, the other on your lower abdomen. As you inhale, feel both hands rise gently. As you exhale, imagine a soft wave flowing down your legs. Repeat 10 times. You'll notice warmth in your hands and a light tingling in your feet. That's circulation returning. It's your body thanking you for stillness. What's remarkable about Japanese bedtime rituals is that they respect aging instead of fighting it. They don't tell you to push harder or beat your blood pressure. They whisper, cooperate with your body, and it will cooperate with you. And that whisper changes everything. Many Western women over 60 describe feeling wired but tired, a body exhausted, yet a mind that won't switch off. But when you integrate warmth, breathing, and gentle spinal movement, you give the nervous system a clear map back to peace. You're not forcing sleep, you're inviting it. In the next part, we discover the final piece of this Japanese bedtime trilogy, a ritual so subtle it involves no motion at all. Only environment. It's about how light, scent, and silence reshape your blood chemistry overnight, turning your bedroom into a healing space that quietly lowers blood pressure while you dream. So stay with me, your heart has learned to slow. Now it's time to teach your surroundings to listen. When the body finally learns to slow down, the room must follow. In Japan, bedtime is not just what you do with your body, but what you allow your environment to do for you. The final ritual begins with light, or rather, the absence of it. While most Western bedrooms glow with television screens or blue phone light, Japanese homes dim gradually as if the walls themselves are preparing to rest. The change is deliberate, lights are softened, paper lamps turned low, reflections muted by warm tones. Scientists at Nagoya University measured the blood pressure of seniors exposed to different evening light temperatures. Those who switched to warm amber light 2 hours before sleep showed a 12% reduction in nighttime hypertension and a 30% increase in melatonin release. The body reads light as language, and amber whispers rest. This transition is called komo, the night of filtered light. For many older Japanese women, it carries an emotional comfort, a reminder of sunset through bamboo leaves, the memory of calm evenings long ago. That memory itself lowers heart rate. It tells the nervous system that the day has permission to end when you replace harsh white bulbs with soft warm light. You're not decorating your bedroom, you're signaling your heart to loosen its grip. The second layer is scent. In Japanese households, scent is never overpowering. Instead, it's a faint background of cleanliness and calm. The most common is Hinoki Japanese cypress. Its aroma contains phytoncides, natural plant compounds that relax blood vessels and reduce stress hormones. Studies from the Forestry and Forest Products Research Institute show that inhaling Hinoki essential oil for 15 minutes reduces systolic blood pressure by nearly 10 points. For seniors whose hearts race before bed, this can mean the difference between a restless night and a healing one. Westerners often mask the night with synthetic lavender sprays or heavy candles, but the Japanese approach is gentler. A drop of oil on a cloth near the pillow or a wooden diffuser by the window. The air feels alive, not perfumed. Sound also changes. Silence in Japanese culture is not emptiness. It's medicine. Homes are designed to minimize clutter and echo, so sound dissolves instead of bouncing. This acoustic quietness allows the mind to follow the same rhythm as breath. In Kyoto's elderly wellness programs, instructors teach Shizuka no Kenkyo, the environment of stillness. Participants sit for 3 minutes before bed, listening to distant sounds, the hum of the fridge, a passing car, a neighbor's soft footsteps. The goal is not to erase noise, but to become part of it. When you stop fighting sound, the body stops fighting itself. Heart rate slows, blood pressure declines. You surrender the need to control the night. Temperature completes the ritual. Most Western homes are kept too cool, forcing the body to work harder to maintain heat. In Japan, the ideal nighttime temperature is around 23 degrees Celsius, warm enough for muscles to stay relaxed, but cool enough for the core temperature to drop the exact signal that tells the brain to release melatonin. This balance is maintained with light blankets, breathable cotton, and often a small clay hot water bottle placed near the feet. The warmth anchors circulation downward, preventing midnight surges in blood pressure. It's the same principle as the foot bath, extended through the night. All these details, the light, the scent, the temperature, the silence, work together to transform an ordinary bedroom into a living organism that heals with you. You don't have to be in Japan to recreate it. Imagine this sequence. You dim the lights an hour before bed. The air smells faintly of wood and warmth. A soft lamp glows beside a book you've already closed. Your feet are warm. You're breathing slow. As you lie down, you feel your pulse echo less loudly in your ears. That's your cardiovascular system relaxing under parasympathetic control. The body's internal pressure sensors detect safety, arteries open slightly, and blood pressure falls just as it should. No pills, no struggle, just cooperation between environment and biology. Many older Japanese women describe this state as karada no yasaragi, the body's sigh of relief. It's the moment when your body remembers how to rest. For women who have spent decades caring for families, working, worrying, surviving, this ritual feels like permission to stop holding everything together. Western culture often glorifies doing more. Japanese wisdom teaches the courage to do less. There's a story often told in rural Shizuoka about an 83-year-old tea grower named Akisa. Every night, she follows the same pattern her mother taught her. She tidies her space, washes her feet, lights a small candle made from rice wax, and whispers arigato, thank you, before blowing it out. Her blood pressure, once dangerously high, normalized within months of these nightly rituals. When doctors asked what changed, she smiled and said, I stopped treating night as something to survive. I started treating it as something to receive. That's the essence of the Japanese bedtime ritual. Receptivity. Physiologically, this state aligns with a drop in cortisol and a rise in nitric oxide, a molecule that dilates blood vessels and improves oxygen flow. The body literally opens, your cells repair DNA damage, your liver clears toxins, and your heart rhythm stays, all while you sleep. The next morning, you wake not just rested, but lighter, calmer, subtly more optimistic. Regular practice compounds these effects, just like daily almonds protect bones, nightly rituals protect vessels. And perhaps most beautifully, these habits require nothing to buy, nothing to count. They ask only presence, to dim a light, to breathe softly, to choose warmth instead of noise, to listen to your own heartbeat as it slows. It's a kind of self-love that demands no explanation. So tonight, try it. Create your own small piece of Japan wherever you are. Turn off the screens, warm your feet, breathe into your belly, and let the room exhale with you. If you listen carefully, you might notice the quiet pulse of your own heart echoing the rhythm of the night outside. That's healing, simple, human, and entirely yours. As Japanese doctors often say, blood pressure rises with tension, not with age. When you teach your body to soften, even for a few minutes before bed, you reclaim control of something that once felt uncontrollable. So as you rest tonight, remember, your room is your medicine, your breath is your cure, and peace is not a dream, it's a ritual. Sleep well, the Japanese way.